you say you gained 60 pounds of water on a car ride here because you're sitting up? That's not reality. Do you have a medical degree I don't know about? Seriously? You telling me if you were able to move, you would eat better?
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Welcome back to my 600-pound podcast, everybody. Today, we've got season 9, episode 9 with Michael.
And I'm Jess.
They know what's going on already. I'm not saying it again.
You got it, mysterious lady. You got it. Oh, man. Okay, can I just say, what the fuck is happening with streaming? Because Max was like my go-to.
Yes.
And now on Max, all they have is like 10, 12, and 13.
I know. Hulu has ads, so this sucks. Max was my go-to.
Oh, my Hulu did not have ads.
Oh, mine did.
Oh.
Whoops.
I thought you had Hulu Live. Oh, wait. Do you have one of the Hulu Lives with ads?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just have plain Hulu without lives, though.
Without ads.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What a hot mess. I don't know. I hate streaming so goddamn much. I miss the days when it was like do you remember On Demand?
I miss that.
I miss that too. Mm-hmm. You can just go, oh, it's on demand. All like whatever time, ever many seasons on demand.
Not
God,
this.
I miss On Demand.
I hate streaming. I'm so over it. Go back to pirating, everyone.
I know. God, can we please go back to pirating? But then again, I don't know how pirating works anymore. Last time I pirated anything was like 2012 when I would download Glee episodes illegally.
Oh, this is out of practice.
Ugh, I'm so out of practice.
Oh, can we get into this episode though? Because this guy was really weird. I got some mean girl things to say. Sorry. Okay. They're really mean.
I started out as a mean girl watching this episode. But then I love his wife though. Let me just say. What the Oh, we have differing opinions, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I did not read your notes. Usually, sometimes, like, I'll like flip through your notes just to see what the vibes are. Oh, do you not do that?
I don't do that. I'm lucky I write these notes at all. Reading another person's notes, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Oh my god, I'm very excited for this then. Okay. All right. Yeah. Real quick though. What have you been watching this week?
Literally nothing, honestly.
What about the Hunger Games?
I rewatched the last 2 movies. I did watch that.
Perfection. Love that for you.
What about you?
Perfection. Pretty much nothing.
Why did we do that?
I know. I think last time I had talked about the rehearsal. We watched the next few episodes of the rehearsal. Still really good. Season 1. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what else. Honestly, nothing. I did just like buy some more books. Okay. So guys, we're going on a cruise this coming week. Okay. That's why there's no new episodes next week. Okay. So we're going on a cruise. I'm like on my Libby app, like requesting books for Libby that I can also transfer to my Kindle. Did you know you could do that, Jen?
Interesting. No.
Yeah. 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 So I have a couple of books from Libby, but then I'm also like, I'm a mood reader. So I'm like, ugh, what if I'm not in the mood to read this? And then I saw this one series years ago on TikTok. There was like this young girl who was posting about her writing a book, and I followed her. And now she just released the 3rd book in her series, which is like crazy to think because it all started on TikTok, whatever. Mm-hmm. The Powerless series by Lauren Roberts. Anyway, I haven't read it, but I was like, oh, that's right. I totally forgot I wanted to read that. And so I reread the premise and I was like, oh, actually, I want to read that now. Of course, it's not on it's on Libby, but the wait is like several weeks. And I was like, oh, fuck it. It's not on Kindle Unlimited. So what did I do? I went to Target just now and I bought all 4 books.
Oh my God.
Because she's also got like a little like prequel, novella, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I bought all 4.
Oh my God.
In my defense, Target had the buy one get one sale. So
okay. Like, that's fine. It's only like you bought 2.
Exactly. It's fine. Christ almighty. But yeah, that's me this week.
Yay.
Yeah, too many books. Am I gonna bring them? Oh my god, my iPad just shut down again and it refreshed. Look at this picture of
Aw.
my cat with the boogers coming out of his nose.
Oh, man. Little man.
Oh, he got so much snot. Oh, God.
All right.
Okay, let's get into this episode.
Yeah,
what
let's
am
start.
I doing? I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. I'm rambling.
So,
Okay. So,
we have
season
9, episode 9. We have Michael from Conroe, Texas, 43 years old, weight unknown.
Weight unknown, lazy bitches. I'm just kidding. So we open up the scene in Conroe, Texas. I did Google that. It is like 45 minutes to an hour outside of Houston. Thank God.
Mhm.
Anyway. So he's got this cute little house. Oh my God. And then the opening shot is this beautiful shot of the cat, like lounging on the bed in the sun. And I was like, oh, we're going somewhere. I
So
like it
cute.
already. So cute. We see the bed. Giant bed. Finally, a giant bed. Guess what? I have the same bed he does. The same exact, I think it's a Hemnes frame
the
from
IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the black one. I have the gray one. But we have the same exact bed.
Wow.
I'm like, twinsies. First red flag. The walls are teal.
I hate it.
Teal walls. Hate it. And not like a nice teal, but like that 2012 teal that was like everywhere.
With paired with brown. I hate it.
I hate it. And then another second red flag. The always kiss me goodnight decal above the bed. Disgusting.
Don't like
Get
that.
away from me. Get away from me. Third red flag. His wife has a Harry Potter tattoo. Get out of here. I say as I show off my Hogwarts outline skyline tattoo right here. By the way, I am getting my Hogwarts tattoo covered up for a number of reasons. One, the lines are all fucked up and thick in some areas where they shouldn't be. Also, 2, J.K. Rowling sucks. And 3, also, if one more elderly person comes up to me and goes, "Is that a heartbeat line?" I'm like, do you not know what a fucking skyline looks like, you stupid bitch?
What is
Sorry.
that?
What is that on your arm? I'm like, forget it. I gotta get it covered up. So,
Yeah.
granted, I am getting it covered up though with a Hogwarts.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Hunger Games tattoo. Christ almighty. I'm gonna get the Katniss plant and then a dandelion for PETA. So,
Cute. Very cute.
thanks. But her Harry Potter tattoo, she's got like this tattoo on her arm, the wife. And it's like an open book, and there's like watercolor tattoo coming out of the book, and then it's like a bunch of different symbols. I only recognize the Harry Potter triangle.
Okay. I didn't.
What is that? Deathly Hallows symbol. Yeah.
I didn't recognize it. I didn't really look that close.
I tried to because I was like, what is this? But then I was like, you know what? I just don't care.
Yeah. It's watercolor. Enough said.
I don't care. It says enough. Watercolor, wall decals, teal walls. I'm done. Get out of here.
She's stuck in 2012. So, Kimberly, the wife, Michael gets out of the bed. He gets into the bathroom and he does his little morning routine, which consists of using a spray bottle full of water and I'm assuming soap to bathe with. He like squirts it under his armpits and gives himself a little quick bath on the toilet because he showers every few days. So that's pretty gross.
Every few days. Okay, now like don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I don't shower every day either. Who does?
No.
Who has the time? Who has the patience? Who has the energy? But also, it's Texas heat.
It's hot. Ew.
It's hot. It's hot down there, girl.
And okay, so this next thing he does in his morning routine, he's got a massive knife and he is shaving his stomach. Whatever the fuck that was weird as hell.
Wait.
Did you
What?
not see that?
I did not see. Wait, what?
He had him.
Wait, hold on.
He was
I
like
don't have that in my notes at all.
He was like scraping his stomach with like a knife, like a
Wait,
big hunting knife.
A hunting knife? Wait, no.
Yes, I'm not lying.
Are you sure it wasn't like the scapula looking knife thing that people use for muscles?
I don't think so. Unless my eyes were playing tricks on me. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was weird. I guess I don't know what he was doing, but
how the hell did I miss that?
I don't know. But he mentioned like rashes in his folds that can go fungal. Maybe he was like scraping the fungals out. I don't know what he was doing.
Fungals? Girl, goodbye.
He mentioned.
Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, remember Lisa F, who had not fungal in between her folds, but she had the maggots in between her folds?
I can't even think about that.
I can't. Oh,
nope.
Bless her soul. Oh my God.
So he talks about Kim has to powder him down, and Kim says that Michael is her soulmate and she will do anything for him. Okay. This is kind of where I don't know, man.
Okay. There's a lot of thoughts here. My first thought. Okay, Kim, watercolor tattoos, purple hair, very sweet looking lady though.
She's very nice.
Very cute. Teal walls, always kiss me goodnight decal. She's got on one hand so much that I can't stand, but on the other hand, she is so positive, and I think someone like him needs that positivity.
Mm-hmm.
But also, wow. There's just the purple hair, the teal walls, and not like it's the specific type of teal is like, you know, you guys have seen like the chevron print, which is like the black and white, and then there's like teal next to it. That's the teal.
Yes.
It's not teal. It's not even teal. It's more like aquamarine, you know?
And you know, like I saw the paint bucket. This was like a new color for them. I think this was new.
Saw that paint bucket. And granted, there was like the other walls were darker blue, and I actually loved the bathroom. They painted the bathroom black.
Oh, nice.
But it like didn't look dark. It didn't look, I loved the bathroom. I don't know what it is, but I loved that bathroom. I don't know what offset the black. I don't know if it was just like the countertop, whatever, but it looked really nice. But God, I don't know. So Kim says, you know, they both can be caregivers, but she does say mostly it is just her. Michael is her soul mate. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So then she's like powdering him up. He's complaining that it's like, oh, she powders me up like I'm a baby, and she has to lotion my feet. This is an extremely painful way of living. And then we find out they have 2 kids in this house.
Yes. They have Xander, who's 17, and Liam, who is 12. So they head out of the bedroom and go to the living room, and Kim, like, Michael just sits immediately on the couch, and Kim brings him a whole tray of food, eggs, bacon, toast, fruit, yogurt. And
I mean,
I don't.
But it didn't look like a lot of food though. It looked like a normal portion. Like I think I saw 2 pieces of bread, a little like scoop of eggs, and then a couple pieces of bacon. And I was like, that looks, and then like a bowl of fruit, like a small little like side bowl. And I'm like, this looks like an average like big breakfast, you know?
Yeah. Not like anything crazy like we've seen before.
Like we've seen in the past. We've seen some crazy breakfasts. This is a pretty normal breakfast, and that's why I'm so confused how or what their usual typical meal day is, I guess. Another red flag. On the wall behind him, I never saw it again, but I only saw it in this scene where Michael, behind his head on the wall, there is a picture frame, but then inside the picture, it's just one word, and it says fandom.
Ew. Sorry. Rude. That was mean. That was just a organic reaction.
Okay. I think we talked about this in Dolly's episode, where like 2012 Tumblr era, like cringe. All right. I'm already putting together, just by the Harry Potter tattoo, the color of her hair, the color of the walls, and now this framed fandom thing on the wall. No, she definitely was into Super Hulock back in the days. She definitely was like a Tumblr girly who's on Tumblr all the time. Not knocking it. I mean, I was too, unfortunately.
Can't say anything.
Can't say anything. I mean, I was not into Super Hulock. I was more so into Supernatural and Glee.
I was into Sherlock. Can't say anything. So
Yeah. Hated Doctor Who.
no,
Always
hated Doctor Who.
Always hated Doctor Who. I tried to get into it in like 2007, but it was so cheesy. I couldn't. And then I tried again when Super Hulock was really big because I was like, oh my God, I want to know what it's, I want to know about it, blah, blah, blah. I tried watching it. I took like a half a season to get into it and I could not stand it.
Yeah.
Could not stand it. I turned that shit off and I was like, let me get back into Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. I can't handle. They got 1 out of the 3, so that's good enough.
And then I had Glee on the side. It's fine. Ew.
So,
Christ.
what?
Real quick. This is when we meet the kids. Okay. Xander comes out, looks exactly like I thought he would. Liam comes out, also looks exactly like I thought he would. They're kids, 2 boys, just like typical nerdy looking boys with dark hair, swoopy bangs. I'm like, okay, this checks out. Liam is wearing a My Hero Academia hoodie.
Nerds. Oh my God. The whole family. Oh, you're wearing one right now. You're wearing the same shirt. God.
I didn't even realize what the hell I was wearing. Oh,
the fandom's coming from inside the house.
Stop it. You know what, though? Look where I'm recording.
In your anime room. Oh my God.
My fucking anime room with all my Hero shit all over the fucking walls. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Guys, do not look in my room. Don't come here.
Yeah, this whole
Ignore
family.
this.
This whole family is pretty nerdy. You know what that house
fucking
smells
nerdy.
like. I'm kidding. That was me. I'm joking. I'm kidding. It's all jokes.
No, you're not.
Let's get into the backstory.
Okay.
So his dad left his mom when he was 4 years old, so they moved in with his grandparents. His grandma would feed him constantly. When he was 7 years old, he was already about 100 pounds, and he kept getting bigger.
Real quick, crazy story. So I work in the medical field. My coworker just told me the other day that another coworker who works at a different hospital is working on a patient right now, 7-year-old child who is 170 pounds.
Oh my God.
It is, I know, I literally was like, call a doctor now immediately. Like, apparently, when you think of 170 pounds, like, you know, I mean, it's like an average adult. For a 7-year-old, I think the average weight of a 7-year-old is supposed to be like 40 to 60 pounds or something like that.
Really tall, maybe, for their age?
No.
Oh.
No. The child is practically bedbound. They cannot move. They can't do anything. They have all these breathing issues going on.
No.
And it's like, when you think of someone who's also kids, a 7-year-old's only like barely 4 feet tall, you know? Barely 4 feet tall at 170 pounds already. That's like, yeah.
Oh,
so it's craziness when you think of little kids. And so when like my coworker was telling me this, I said, hey, I watch a lot of My 600-Pound Life, and people on this show, when they say, oh, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I hit 100 pounds. And when you hear like 100 pounds, you don't think that's that much. But when you think about a child, that's a lot.
Yeah, for like a small little kid.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a dangerous size. So when he said he was 7. When he said he was 7 years old and he was 100 to 110 pounds, I was like, oh no.
Wow.
Like that's... puts it into perspective, you know? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Michael says that right around then, kids started to pick on him. He was really isolated and lonely, and all he did was stay home, played video games, and ate. And he sounds so angry when he talks about this. Like, you can tell he's a very angry person. Very angry individual. Very angry. So this I remember people talking about, like, on Reddit and in our Facebook group about an episode where someone sends them to fat camp. And so when he started to talk about his mom sent him at age 11, his mom signed him up for a kids wilderness club. Immediately, that's what I'm thinking this is going. That is not where this is going at all.
No.
Trigger warning here for child sexual abuse, guys. Holy shit, this was nuts.
This is fucked up.
This is so fucked up. His mom wanted him to be in multiple activities. And so she signed him up for a kids wilderness club. He said it was really fun when they had started. And then one night or I guess a week or something, they did an overnight camping trip. He said their pack leader was very charismatic. He was also a pedophile. Ew.
Yeah. God.
Apparently this, yeah. What were you going to say?
Oh, no. I was like, how do these people not get vetted? Like, God, this is
know.
awful.
This is horrifying. So he says, this guy, this monster had all the kids, and I think it was all boys, he said.
Yeah.
Strip down and do things to each other. Then he also said that he would have them like rock climb naked, go on a water slide naked, and then wrestle each other naked.
It was, yeah.
It's disgusting. He said that the pack leader molested him, but he did say not as much as the other boys. And he says it was because he was bigger.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is horrifying. So after that, he made it his mission to get bigger so that this man wouldn't hurt him anymore.
That's so sad.
How fucked up is this?
I know. He's like,
honestly,
just gain more weight as like a defense mechanism. That's
yeah. Honestly, whatever wilderness club this is, they should be paying his medical bills. That's all I gotta say. This is ridiculous.
I hope that guy is dead also. Yeah. I hope that dude's dead.
Did you not watch the episode?
No.
Wow.
No, wait, what? He's alive, right? I don't know.
No!
Oh.
Spoiler alert!
Oh,
At the very end of the episode, he's talking to Dr. Paradise about what happened to him, and he mentioned that the guy's dead.
Oh,
Jennifer,
good. That's good. I'm glad he's dead. And I hope
Thank God.
Burning.
All pedophiles, I hope they rest in hell. And I hope there's no resting allowed.
Yeah. Good.
Can I
I'm
say
glad
one
that guy's
thing?
dead.
Yeah. Can I say one thing, though, like, that I love with, I guess, humanity and camaraderie whenever, like, a pedophile goes to prison or, like, a child abuser? They get theirs coming. All the prisoners, like, gang together. They all band together to destroy this person's life.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
All, like, child molesters and child abusers are abused in prison.
Love it.
I love that.
And it should continue. That's what I think.
Yes. Good for the prisoners.
Good. I'm glad they're doing
Honestly, they should get their sentences lightened for taking out the trash.
Yes. Yeah, they really should.
They really, honestly though, they should. All right, we're getting way off track here, but
yeah.
So he's
14 years old. He's 14 years old now. He is 250 pounds by now. His mom took him out of the camp, but he got bigger and more bullying was happening. He said high school was torment. He would gain 50 pounds a year in high school, and then by the time he graduated, he was about 400 pounds. But he did go to college, and he said he actually gained confidence in college, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's really good because I mean, him talking about high school, like, bro, I'm sorry, no one likes high school. No one, like, the people that peaked in high school, that's awful. No one wants to peak in high school.
Yeah.
Anyone that's had a wonderful high school experience are probably still trying to emulate those years.
Ooh.
Gross. Well, I mean, I don't know. But the way he talks about it, he's so awkward. And it's so annoying the way he talks about it, though. He acts like he's the only one who's had a bad high school experience. And it's like, bro, shut up. Everyone hated high school.
Yeah, high school's just awkward. You're finding yourself. Yeah. This is a weird time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he was like, it was hell. And I'm like, okay, calm down, sir. Please.
But talking about after college, like he said, he got like a job as a bouncer, a bodyguard. He got into martial arts where like, you know, he was like 500 pounds, but you know, these jobs, like being this big was a good thing. And he actually dedicated himself to martial arts, and he would train like almost every day. He lost 120 pounds doing it. And so by the time he was 25, yeah, that's like, he got down to 380 by 25. He was in like the best shape of his life. And this is when he met his wife, Kim.
Oh, Kim came into the picture.
Yeah.
So he said he was, I mean, if he's working out, doing martial arts, he said it was 45 days a week, 6 to 7 hours a day.
Ooh.
Oh, well, at first I was like, when does he work? But then I remembered he was a bouncer and like a bodyguard at nightclubs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. So he would do that during the day and then work at night. So like, that makes sense. That's crazy. But he said he was in the best shape of his life, and I'm sure he was fit. I mean, this guy is tall as hell, by the way. He's very, very tall. So 380 probably didn't even look like
much.
Yeah. So he meets Kim. He says he met Kim at a live-action role-playing campaign. LARP.
Boy, LARPing.
He says he gets out of the car, and all of a sudden there was he describes a black blur that ran at me and tackled me. And I'm like, okay, was she like fighting you? What is happening here? And then Kim says, she's like, so we met through a mutual friend, and this mutual friend told me all about him. And this friend just kept saying that I would love this guy, and he sounded amazing. And so then when I met him in person, I saw this big, huge guy come out of this car, and I just had to run at him and give him a hug. And I'm like, interesting story.
This is your first time meeting. I'm sorry. This is when the mean girl comes out. This is the first time you met. I'm just picturing, you know, those really weird people in high school that like are in the anime club and they like like cuddle and stuff. This is what I'm picturing. She like met him. I was like, oh, huh, and I just tackled him. I'm sorry.
I know. Trying not to judge here. It's a very. You can tell she loves him so much, and that's so wonderful for them. Like, everybody needs somebody, and it's very sweet. She's so positive, and she is so nice, and she has nothing but the sweetest things to say about him. But also, and I'm trying not to be a mean girl here, but it's a little cringe. It's so really sweet, though.
It just makes me think of, remember in, like, the year, like, 2005, where people would post, like, anime videos on YouTube, like music video, like stuff. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Remember when, girl? They're still doing that. Anime music videos, AMVs. It's usually like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, like with like Linkin Park or Evanescence
in the background,
playing in the background.
I bet she made those. Sorry, I could smell it on her.
Jen.
So, so Love at First Sight, very cute. A year later, they had their son, Xander, and then they got married. Very cute.
You forgot the part where the very first night, Kim stayed and never left.
Okay.
Kim wanted to make it a point to everyone, and she wanted everyone to know this, that she said, I love you first to him. Yeah. And she said, he was holding out on me, and then months later, he finally said it back. And I'm like, okay.
Okay. All right, girl. That's fine.
All right, girl. So when they had Xander, he said they got married. And when they went to he said justice of the peace. Just say courthouse.
Yeah.
Good God. He said that Xander was the witness. And I'm like, is that right?
Legal? Can a baby witness you?
I mean, I don't remember. I got married in a courthouse, and I'm trying to remember. Who signed?
You have to have one person, right? I don't know how this works.
I don't know who signed my marriage certificate.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure we walked to a different counter, and the lady behind the counter signed it.
Interesting.
Even though you were there, his parents were there, my parents were there.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'll have to look at it. I don't know. Because I was like, how did the infant sign his name as a witness? Did he just do a handprint? Is that legal?
Yeah, it was a thumbprint.
That's not a signature.
No. He threw up on it. Spit up.
Yeah. Ew. Jesus Christ.
So this is interesting. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So after they had Xander, they both wanted to get healthier. Apparently, Kim had also gained a lot of weight living with Michael. He says that they both... Okay, this is confusing. He said they both got gastric bypass. And I was like, oh, interesting. But... Or maybe he said they both got approved. I don't know. But so Kim had the surgery first. You know, they have an infant. That makes sense. They can't do it at the same time, obviously. She had her surgery first, and then he said he never did. And it's like, ooh, why? What happened? Turns out right after his approval, though, he got into a really bad car accident. His car rolled 4 times. I think he said it hit a guardrail or it wrapped around a hydrant.
Yeah.
And then it wrapped around a pole or something. So he woke up hours later after surgery, and they also removed his spleen.
Ew. Yeah. And the scar tissue was so bad in his abdomen, he couldn't do, they couldn't do any kind of bypass surgery on him. So it made him really depressed, and he went back to food for comfort and went up to 450 pounds. And then after all this happened, they had their second son, Liam. During all this, he stopped doing his martial arts. He kind of just gave up. He's over 600 pounds now, he thinks. He's like, I will eat so much that even the scar on my stomach will start to hurt. That's pretty bad.
Crazy. So, of course, what are they making for dinner? They're making what looks like some pizza with garlic bread. Michael says his whole life is the couch. He said all he does is play video games, watch TV, and eat. That's all he does with his kids. He never leaves the house. And then it looked like, I thought they were making pizza, but now it turns out there was spaghetti in the house with sausage. And this is when he explains too, he is scared to go outside. He is agoraphobic. He says he refuses to go into stores. He's like, this is affecting my family, especially my kids. My kids don't play outside. Like, they only play video games with me. He is too embarrassed to go to school functions because he's also worried that, one, he's agoraphobic and he's scared about himself, but also he doesn't want his kids to get made fun of because of him.
That's so sad.
Which is so sad. Then we see Kim, and Kim is talking about how amazing he is, but he always focuses on the negative. He doesn't love himself. Kim starts crying in her interview, and then she's talking about, again, how amazing he is and how he wishes he could see that part of himself that she sees. Then it immediately flips over to Michael, and he's like, yeah, I hate myself. I'm like,
my God, girl.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, Kim is in good shape. Like, she's not ugly. No. And here she is crying over this man who is, and she is like, oh, he's an amazing human being. I just wish he could see how amazing he is. He's the love of my life, my soulmate. And then it cuts to him, and he's just like, yeah, I fucking hate myself.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh,
God. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Then this is when, okay, I'm going to be a little devil advocate. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is where if I knew Kim, like if she was like my sister, and this sounds like it's been going on since their youngest son Liam was born. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, has he not worked this whole time? He doesn't leave the house.
Yeah.
Is he helping at all? This is where I'd be like, I think if he's not working on getting himself better at all, maybe, dude, I just don't think it's fair to her at all.
No, not at all.
And if I was a close friend or a family member, I'd be like, look, girl.
Watching this for 12 years, more than 12 years.
Dude, I feel like you're being taken advantage of, girl. Like, no matter how nice he is, and if he's got like a lot of issues, but like if he's not even attempting to do anything the last 12 years, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's being taken for a ride a little bit.
Yeah. There's this weird scene of them after dinner where like he's laying on the couch, like not laying, but leaning back, and she's like massaging his stomach.
Yeah, it was really kind of weird.
And he clearly looks like he's in pain. So I assume it's his like scar tissue with his full belly, his full stomach is pressing against his scar tissue. And she's just like sitting there rubbing it. And I'm like, is this her life? What does she do for work?
I know.
Like, is she the only worker in the house?
And like, because we don't know. We don't know if he actually works from home, because that'd be one thing. If he can like.
He does have a really nice computer setup, but also is that for gaming?
Yeah, dude. That's where I'm also like. He says he games a lot, and
yeah.
If you're not helping at all, you got 2 kids, a wife. You're not really fucking helping, and my sympathy kind of starts to go out the window a little bit, dude. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Woo!
But we don't know the full story. That's why I don't know exactly what's going on.
I know. But I don't know. This is so... And at this point in the episode, you don't know how negative he is because she is so positive and so like glass is half full, and he is so much like not even glass half empty. He is like the glass is knocked over and the glass shards are everywhere, and I cut myself on the glass and I'm dying right now and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's negative.
Yeah, he's very negative. But right after their dinner scene, they are actually going to go to Dr. Now's office. Kim is going to come with him. It's really close by. It's only about 45 minutes away. But, okay, again, the boys are 12 and 17, but they still have to have somebody come watch them, which I thought was a little strange.
I thought that was strange, but then also it made me think maybe the 17-year-old is...
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe
not mature, or maybe the 17-year-old does like after school stuff.
Okay.
And he won't be home for the 12-year. But then again, I was home alone when I was 12.
Yeah. I mean...
Unless there's... Okay. In this scene, though, he is... Michael puts on this fedora. Another red flag. That's the nail in the coffin right there, that fucking fedora. But the fedora has the rainbow
the puzzle pieces.
God, puzzle pieces.
The autism awareness.
So I assume autism awareness, which by the way, doesn't that represent Autism Speaks, which is like a really shitty organization?
Oh, I don't know. Ooh.
I think so. I don't know. But anyway, he puts that hat on. It makes me think maybe one or both of his kids are autistic and maybe they can't be home alone.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah. So, God, I still can't believe he put on the fucking fedora.
I know. I was like, oh, get your hat. Yeah. I think it's actually a bowler. I don't think it's a fedora. I think it's a bowler hat.
Even just as bad.
So he mentions that he actually wants to be the one to drive since it's been almost 2 years since he has driven a car.
That's a choice.
Okay. I won't say anything.
Won't say anything, but I think he also said because he's so nervous about this appointment and also just being out in public, he wants one thing in his control, which would be like being the steering wheel and driving, which, okay, I can kind of get that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So his seat is all the way leaned back. It's the only way he can fit in this car. And they're talking on the way there. And he says, of course, he's so fucking negative immediately. Kim asks him something. I can't remember what the hell she asked him, but he was like, yeah, if Dr. Now says yes, I'm going to try, but it might not even work. And I'm like, bro, you haven't even gotten there. And she's like, this is his specialty. Like, he specializes in these really difficult cases. And he's like, it might not even work. Who knows? Well, this is Judgment Day.
Okay.
And I'm like, calm down, sir. Calm down, Terminator. Like, Jesus Christ. Kim starts crying in the seat next to him. And she's like, you need to have hope. And he's like, there is no hope.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, okay, this is fucking Anakin and Padme all over again. I can't deal with this shit. He thinks he's fucking Anakin Skywalker over here with the there is no hope. Ugh. Jesus Christ. How is he supposed to help me? It's like, dude, shut up. Hope is dead.
It's like, okay, relax, edgelord.
Okay, calm down. Calm down, Anakin.
He's like, I don't think he's going to help.
Okay, you know people that are so negative that it's like nothing you say, they're still going to be fucking negative? At that point, it's just like, okay, yeah, sure, hope is dead, yep, you're right. Yep, sucks to be you, man.
Yeah, I'm not even don't even bother trying. Oof.
I can't I can't stand people that are so negative like that. Like, you know, some people that are like, hey, have you tried this? No, it won't work. Okay, well, did you try? No, I won't even try it. It's not worth it.
Oh
I'm
my
like, God, I can't stand that shit.
It's like, just try it. It's like, holy
just try.
crap.
No. I'm like, okay, well, go fuck. I guess I'll go fuck myself then. Jesus
I'll go fuck
Christ.
myself.
God, I don't know how Kim can stay so positive around him. You have to believe in hope. It's okay. Hope is there. Hope is not dead. And he's like, oh, it's dead. And I'm like, oh my God. If I was like one of Kim's friends,
I know.
I'd be like, oh, girl, how long has this been going on?
You can. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
I can't. All right, so at the office, Michael is saying he hopes he doesn't see 700 on the scale, but he knows he's got to be at least at or over 600 pounds. The med assistant comes out in neon green.
Interesting choice. Leprechaun.
Okay, Brat. She was having a Brat summer before Brat summer was even a thing.
Yeah.
When did this episode air?
I think it was 2019, 2020, possibly.
Oh,
also, while they drive up to the office, they're playing the scary piano music that they played for Stephen Assanti in his first episode. I noticed it.
Really? I totally missed that.
Yeah, I noticed that. But
that is so interesting.
He actually goes.
This episode aired February 24th, 2021.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So I'm pretty sure they filmed this though in 2019.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So he gets called back and he weighs in at 609 pounds. So that actually is not that bad.
I know, when I saw that, honestly, I was like, that's amazing. Because I truly thought he was going to be like 741.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I had that number in my head, 741. I don't know why. Because he's also so... I'm thinking, the spirits are telling me, but... Yeah, I truly was like, he's so tall. So I was like, he's got to be over 700.
No, it could be 800.
609.
No, not bad.
Could be 8.
Doctor now comes in, and Michael goes to explain that he has tried numerous other doctors, surgeons, but because of the extensive scar tissue, you know, they can't do anything about it. And he's like, when he was first approved, originally, he was 380 pounds when he was approved originally. So wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, now he's up to 600. So he explains to Dr. Now, you know, he had the emergency splendectomy over 12 years ago. He's like, no surgeon wants to even tackle this. I don't know what to do. Dr. Now was like, okay, well, what is your goal? Michael says, my goal is to find a surgeon that's willing and able to perform the surgery. And also Michael mentions, you know, I've tried every diet. Nothing has worked. And it's also like...
don't say that.
Don't say that, man.
Yeah, he said diets don't work. It's like, dude, you're about to be literally put on a diet.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, that's the thing. I think for him, it's the sustainability. Like, you can try a diet, but then if you just go right back to your old eating habits, obviously you're going to gain it all back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't think dieting like that is, you know, I'm no expert, but I like to eat what I eat. I like trying new things, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's all I got to say is I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I like what I like.
He's like, I'm never full. I can't stop eating. And then he's talking about how he hates society and he doesn't want to be around people. But he's like, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I realized I didn't like people. I was always picked on. I didn't want to be around anybody. Dr. Now's like, oh, did you try therapy? He said he did try therapy. And he's like, well, Dr. Now's like, well, how did you find such a supporting wife?
Ooh! I love that. Dr. Now pretty much called him out because he was like, you're so fucking negative. How is your wife so goddamn supportive? Kim just laughs and is like, oh, well, he's so wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, ew, girl.
Yeah.
Christ. So Dr. Now does say to Michael, he's like, Michael, if you were 220 today, do you think your perspective on like people would be different? And Michael says, yeah. And Dr. Now is like, okay, so basically it's all like in your head and your own outlook that is making your perspective what it is now. Because you're basically saying, if I were 220 pounds, I wouldn't hate people so much.
Interesting.
And it's like, interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
So Dr. Now tells him, he's like, you know what? I'm going to set you up with a therapist, which I'm really glad he does this first, because out of all the patients, Michael definitely needs a fucking therapist.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting you a therapist to help with anxiety, because you are also so opinionated about the world that your perspective needs to improve if you're going to start this diet. And Dr. Now tells him, you know, you're going to start losing weight now. You're going to get on the diet, 1,200 calorie a day, no carb, high protein, low carb. Dr. Now also tells him, he's like, I want to do a lot of testing. He says, I would like to get blood work today. And then Dr. Now says to him, I would like to do like an endoscopy at some point. And he's also mentions, you know, you using food as comfort is going to be an issue. So I need you to get into therapy. So Dr. Now says, you know, we're going to do blood work today. We're going to schedule more tests for your heart and for your scar tissue. Dr. Now tells him, I want you to lose as much weight as possible right now. And I'm not going to give you a specific goal until the endoscopy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Good.
Dr. Now ends this, oh my gosh. He ends this appointment by telling him, you need to stop looking at the past and you need to start looking towards the future. And basically he's like, it is a new day.
Oh,
to which
it's a new day, bitch.
I was like, wow. Yeah. Dr. Now was like, it's a new day. And all I could think of when Dr. Now said it's a new day, all I could think about is that Good Charlotte song, It's a New Day, and it all feels old. It's a good life. That's what I'm told. The anthem. Can you imagine Dr. Now just be like, it is a new day, but it all feels old.
Oh,
it's a good life, and that is what I am told.
Just starts busting out some lyrics.
Oh, Christ. So, next scene, that same day, they are at Dr. Paradise's house.
Good. Michael's nervous, so he wants Kim
God.
there. Yeah, he's like, Kim needs to be here. Kim Kardashian.
Yes. Thank God. We got Kimmy here. So, oh my God, they don't waste any time. Dr. Paradise sits him down. He's like, tell me about yourself. And Michael's like, where to begin? And Paradise is like, well, some people start with their childhood. He dives right into the wilderness camp. Well, when I was 8 years old, I was in a wilderness camp. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Poor Paradise.
Yeah, he says, I was put into this camp where the camp leader liked to indulge in little boys. I was like, oh my God. Oh God. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Oh. And he's like, I
Indulge
started to
in
hate
little
people.
boys.
Oof.
Ugh.
Rough. Like, you know what though? Yeah, like he's got to talk about
it.
Yeah, he's got to talk about all this. Oh my gosh, that's just a lot. I feel so bad for him.
It's a lot. So he tells Paradise too that, you know, he never wanted to be away from home. He kind of still feels the feeling he said he felt when he was at the camp was like being trapped. And he is still at this age trapped. He does not like going out at all. He does not like people. He is kind of trapped in this hatred and this feeling. And he says the only times he gets out are when he drives Kim to the store. But he does not like going to the store. And so Paradise is like, oh, well, what is a kind of store you would like? And he says, one with no people. It's like, okay.
Well, we're trying to work. Like, that's the thing. That's like, can you work on, we're in therapy. Let's try out what he's suggesting. He's like, what stores would you like? He's like, well, I don't know. Like something, maybe like a spiritual store. And it's like, okay. Like, and his wife, I think Kim mentions like crystals. And I'm like, okay. I thought he was going to say like a game store, but I'm like, you know what? Crystals.
Right.
Fine.
Fine. Honestly, I really thought he was going to be like some sort of gaming store, but the crystals. And honestly, I was like, that's honestly perfect because I never see people in those stores.
No, those are fucking fronts for something else. They're not real.
Yeah.
They're empty as hell.
You think they're fronts for something else?
Do you think a crystal store is selling enough rocks to pay their mortgage?
Oh.
Stop. Maybe another kind of rock, but...
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Jennifer! I mean, what is this? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm moving ahead. No, let me stop. Wow. Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. Oh, Christ. So he's like, oh, okay, a spiritual store with crystals. That sounds great. So Dr. Paradise is talking about homework. And he's like, oh, where's the camp leader? And the guy's like, oh, well, the camp leader's now dead. Thank God.
Okay.
Hope he's burning in hell.
Good.
Thank God.
I'm glad he's dead.
Me too, girl. So Paradise is like, okay, well, maybe you can write a letter to him now that he can't hurt you anymore. And then once you write the letter, you burn it. And Michael's like, yeah, that sounds great. Like, I'd love to do that.
Okay.
And so after this appointment, Dr. Paradise says Michael is super smart. Dr. Paradise says, you know, he has used his intelligence to create a lot of barriers and has convinced himself and others why he can't do certain things. Ooh, very insightful.
Yes, interesting. It's time for him to claim back his power, though.
Yeah.
Yes. So the next day, they're back at the house, and he's actually getting out all the bad food. They're going to do, like, a burn pit with, like, they're throwing away Eggo waffles, giant sausages, like a tortilla, like a bag of them.
I saw the leftover spaghetti.
Yeah.
A part of me, I was like, oh, that's such a waste of food.
I know, like, but if it's open, it would be one thing if they could, like, give away, like, the stuff that's not open. But...
Not open, yeah. Yeah, I know. I always feel bad whenever, like, in these episodes, you see them throwing out the food. Like, I know it has to happen, but it's so wasteful.
It is, but it's an addiction. It's an addiction.
Bad.
Like,
it is.
Because actually...
The one... What?
No, keep going.
Oh, I was going to say, it was interesting. Like, their son, Liam, comes out and helps. And they immediately were like, take it out of the plastic. Don't burn the plastic. And I was like, okay. They're environmentally friendly. What?
I would have burnt the plastic. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Me too. Bitch, me too. I would have been like, oh, just toss it all in there. But they're like, no, remove it from the plastic first. And I'm like, wow, you guys are like smart.
I would have literally thrown everything in there. Plastic.
Me too.
So stupid.
So stupid. God. So, okay, they're burning everything. And this is when Michael says in his overview, narration, Jesus Christ, that he has his endoscopy tomorrow. That quick. So Michael says him and Kim, I think their son went back inside, but him and Kim are watching the smoke and the fire. And he's like, it's all burning away. It's smoke before the fire.
And Kim is doing like jazz hands. I'm like, all right, sit down.
No, I wouldn't call that jazz hands. That's more like a...
She was like...
spiritual, like a kind of thing. They seem real new agey.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
New age couple.
New age. Yes.
New age couple. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of.
Do you remember that one time you, me, and our best friend went like on a witch hunt to this
new age store?
The new age store, because we had heard that someone we knew had a quote unquote master at the new age store.
It was we were like a Wiccan thing or something. Yeah. I don't remember.
And we were like, what the fuck is a master? And so we went there. Did we even get out of the car?
I don't remember. And then
I don't remember.
We were at like the store, and like the music playing in the background was like ramping up, and I was like, I feel like we're about to like discover like a spell or something crazy was happening. It was really weird. It was a very intense experience.
I totally forgot about the music part, because just remember crying, laughing in the car about it afterwards.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like something's about to happen.
Amazing. And then nothing actually fucking happened. Oh, gosh. That's amazing. All right. As much as, like, I'm making fun of new agey shit over here, I do love, like, tarot cards, like, zodiac signs and shit like that.
Yeah, you know, like Yanni and Enya and all them. There's music.
Who?
Yanni? Enya? Music?
Oh, I know Enya.
Okay. Yanni.
Who the fuck is Yanni?
Yanni is another one. Another one of those weird new agey people that makes weird
Oh.
music. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're a very
Okay.
new agey couple.
Yeah.
Until it's today is the day of the endoscopy and the testing. So
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, they are at St. Joe's. Dr. Now is very curious to see what his stomach looks like because of all the scar tissue. Dr. Now is like, I can tell the reason he took this case on is because he is so excited to just get in there and see what's going on. I think Dr. Now is like, oh, this is what's the word I'm looking for? A medical like
oddity.
yes, yeah.
Ew. When
what?
when they do the endoscopy, he's like, there's a lot of bowel in the esophagus.
Okay, they literally do the endoscopy. They put the camera down his throat, and first it looks normal. Then all of a sudden, there's all this yellow gunk.
Ew, it's like when you eat a crab and it's the yellow poop.
Yes.
Ew.
Oh, at first I was like, "What is that? Is that orange juice or something?" At first, oh my god, ew. Dr. Now is like, there's a lot of bowel in his esophagus. Esophagus. Poop in his throat. Okay, do you think his breath smells like poop?
I mean, I bet it doesn't not smell like poop.
That is horrifying. So Dr. Now explains, he has a hiatal hernia. Don't know what that is. But basically, he has a very complicated situation. We have a very complicated situation in his abdomen. Dr. Now explains that, there's so much scar tissue that this is going to prevent the instruments that they use during the surgery to move. And he's like, so I don't think we can do the surgery right now because there's no way when they poke those sticks in, the robot cannot do what it needs to do. So Dr. Now's plan here is that he wants to remove this hernia. And also, while he's in there removing the hernia, he also wants to remove as much scar tissue as possible. And then later on, after he recovers and everything, then attempt to do weight loss surgery.
It's not that bad. So it's actually like, they can do it. It's just going to take a lot of time. So after he gets up from the endoscopy, Dr. Now's like, okay, so the plan is we're going to have you lose 150 pounds. And, it's going to be hard, but, this is what we have to do. And Michael's like, that sounds like it's going to be hard to lose this weight. Dr. Now's like, nobody said it was going to be easy. So time to get to work,
bitch,
girl.
Duh. Get to work, bitch. You better work, bitch.
So we're at month 2 now. Holy crap. We're only at month 2.
This is fucking crazy. This episode, literally, this is when I looked at the clock and it was like 50 minutes into the episode.
Holy crap.
And we're 2 months at month 2. Which, not gonna lie, a lot happened in the first month with him immediately starting therapy and then immediately having the endoscopy.
Yeah.
And I think that was really important for Dr. Now to immediately start with those 2 things because 1, therapy. Obviously, this guy needs fucking therapy pretty bad, and 2, because of the actual all the scar tissue stuff. They don't know what's going on with him. So it made sense that we're this far into the episode and we just hit month 2.
Yeah.
A lot did happen.
Yeah, a lot did happen. But today he's back at home. He is doing the letter he had to write. Dr. Paradis told him to write about the letter to that guy. And so he got on the computer. He wrote out his letter. Him and Kim went out on the porch. Yep.
You are just glazing over so much here, bitch. First off, he grabs this pink drink in a Gatorade bottle with the Gatorade label ripped off. What is this pink drink?
Gatorade?
Is that the what is it? The pink drink.
Liquid IV. Pink drink. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Plexus.
Oh, he's slinging Plexus.
Oh, you think he is? I don't know. It's a pink drink and some blank bottle. He also has a ton of pop figures on his desk.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Also, his whole gaming computer setup, it actually looks really cool.
The lights and
He's
stuff.
got all the different rainbow lights, and I really like how he's got his 2 monitors. I want that in my house.
2 monitors.
The 2. I have dual monitors at work, and I'm telling you, coming here with my 1 laptop. I do have a dual monitor, but it's it's for a laptop, so it's not like the best. I
Oh.
want a full-blown computer with the 2 screens that are like up and like, you know, got the
Yeah.
his setup. I love that. That's what I need. Jesus Christ. But yeah, and then he's got the pop figures there, and he's got all this other random shit all over the place. I don't know.
It's a lot.
Anyway,
It's a little cluttered. Mm-hmm.
he starts to write the letter, and he writes out, "Dear you, you know who you are."
It's a very
And I'm
emotional
like,
experience.
very emotional letter. Very emotional experience, absolutely. But also, I'm sorry. The intense music and then the way his mouth was hanging open when he was typing it.
Oh. This is a very traumatic thing to do. This is very hard.
I know. I'm sorry.
I
I'm such an
know.
asshole. So, okay, after he writes the letter, he said that was very emotionally draining. And so
Oh,
he's on the
yeah.
porch with Kim. And this is actually, I did start to tear up,
Aw,
actually, in
yeah.
this scene. This is actually really, really sad. But he did print the letter on the back of a tax document.
What?
It's like they had no extra paper in this house.
I thought it was just
that he took
double-sided.
It was not double-sided, Jen.
No, stop.
I saw tax form and then like a W whatever.
Wait, no. What? Didn't have a spare scrap of paper. No.
I could not believe. Yeah. So he reads it out loud, the letter, and honestly, Kim immediately starts crying.
Aw.
And I started getting really emotional because I can't
Aw.
imagine what that's like to hear, like,
Yeah.
your spouse, like, talk about his horrific abuse as a child. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she started bawling. And then, not gonna lie, I
Aw.
was, like, wiping my tears. I was like, this is awful.
Aw. Yeah.
God. But then I saw that tax form and I was like,
Wait a
okay,
minute.
What the wait a minute.
Aw.
Wait a damn minute.
Yeah. That's
So, I'm not gonna, I didn't write down the letter.
No.
That's private.
Yeah.
That's way too private, personal. That was really dark.
Mhm.
But the last lines of the letter,
He brings
Okay,
it back,
I'm not-
makes it personal. I mean, makes it like his personality kind of. A little bit, like.
well, the last 2 lines of the letter, the way he read them, I'm sorry, I did cackle a little bit.
Oh no. Yeah.
He wrote, "You are vanished to the flames. I will never forget you."
It's very.
Let me not be a dick. It's very powerful.
Yeah. And then
Very emotional.
he burns the letter and they just leave
Yep.
it. It's very good for him. They're
Yeah.
both crying.
Good for him,
Very
though.
emotional scene. Aw.
Yeah. Good for him. I'm
Mhm.
proud of him for doing that. I
Yeah.
can't imagine how difficult that was,
Like
honestly.
writing that out, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
Would you
Like, imagine someone that hurt you so
Mhm.
horrifically as a child, writing a letter to them, and then, like, reading it out loud
Yeah, that's
in front
rough.
of the camera
I couldn't do
and
it.
your wife. I couldn't do it.
Yes.
Oh my
I don't know,
goodness.
man. That's hard. I don't know how he did it.
That is hard.
Um.
And now we're at month 4.
Yeah, month 4, we have our second appointment with Dr. Now.
Mhm.
Because they had an arrangement originally for someone to go get the boys from school and bring them home, but the plan fell through, so Kim now has to pick them up and stay home with them. So Michael's actually going by himself to the appointment. He says
Yeah.
this is like the first time he's been out alone forever.
Forever. Honestly, out of all the episodes we've done on this show, he even says, I thought about skipping this, but I didn't and like there's so many people I can think of right now on this show that have skipped
Yes.
because they were like, oh, I don't have childcare. Oh, I don't have a ride. Oh, I don't have this. And he was like, no, you know what? I need to know like how much I weigh. I want to know the results, or I want to know more about
testing
the next steps.
Yeah.
And he said this is outweighing the agoraphobia right now. And he actually gets his ass in that car and
Good
he
for him.
drives all by himself to this appointment.
Wow.
Props to him.
Yeah. So he's
Red flag.
what?
Another red flag
What?
though. He's got a minion in like a luau skirt hanging from the mirror in his car.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a red flag to me.
Red
I hate
flag.
minions. Get out of here.
Sorry.
Gross. Red flag.
So he mentions it's been 3 months of working on the diet. and he gets to
Yeah.
the office. So last time he weighed in 609 pounds. He had to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. So
Yep.
he needs to be 509. And today he weighs
Yep.
in at 548. He lost 61 pounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Not where he needs to be, but better. So he tells Dr. Now he's trying to be more independent. And Dr. Now is like, that is great progress, actually. Because you know what? He would not have driven here by himself, like, what? A few months ago.
Crazy.
So, So Dr. Now does let him know. And Dr. Now is very gentle with him. Because he does say, you know, you should have lost more than 61 pounds in 3 months. That's only 20 pounds a month. He's like, you need to cut back more on the portions. And Dr. Now explains to him, he's like, you know, you need to get close to losing 150 because that's less pressure on the abdomen. That will make the surgery a little bit easier for them. So he tells Michael, he's like, Michael, I need you to lose 90 pounds in 3 months. So then Dr. Now asks him how therapy's going, and Michael says, you know, actually, thank you so much for getting me in contact with Dr. Paradise. This has been such a tremendous help. And I think that's really great that Dr. Now did immediately set him up with Dr. Paradise.
Yeah.
Like, and didn't wait several months or didn't immediately be like, okay, I'm going to give you 2 months to lose 80 pounds and like, see ya, whatever.
Yeah.
Dr. Now, I think, is like, kind of handling him with a little bit more care. And I don't know if it's because he already knew about his past trauma or what, or if
it's just a more difficult case overall, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
and especially with his fucking negative ass attitude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's definitely in a dark place.
Oh, very dark place. I don't know if like his wife had other concerns or if this wasn't even like, I'm thinking, I don't know, what is he, maybe like, I don't know, suicidal or something?
Not.
Who knows? Like, because he said he was in a really dark spot. And it's like, ooh, jeez.
No.
So now we're at month 5. He is going somewhere with Kim.
Yeah.
He thinks, and they're talking in the car somewhere. And Kim is like, what's the worst that could happen? And of course, Michael's, well, you know, the worst thing with agoraphobia, you know, I think something's going to happen. It's going to not make me want to ever go out ever again. And then he starts shaking and Kim is like, you need me to drive? And he's like, no, I'm fine. Oh my God. She's trying to like do grounding with him. And he's just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, calm down, sir. Like, what is that?
I don't know. Sorry. Oh, it's fireworks. Why is there fireworks going off?
Ooh, girl, that scared me. I immediately thought like there was a gunshot.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day fireworks. Apparently, I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, Mother's Day fireworks! Congrats, mothers.
He's having like a little panic attack. She's like, Kim says it sounds like he's spiraling, but I think he's just having like a little attack in the car.
Kim. Is she a therapist? Because the way she talks to him is so, like, much like a therapist. It honestly makes me think she's either in therapy herself.
Maybe.
Or if she's just, like, I don't know. Because the way she starts trying to ground him on things. She literally says to him, maybe we should do some grounding right now. And I'm like, okay, therapist. Can you name 5 things you see? 4 things you touch? What is it?
3 things you taste. I don't know. Smell.
What else do you taste other than your own dirty breath?
What you just ate. Your meal.
Ew.
No, but
or smell. 3 things you smell. I don't know. Whatever.
But
what are the 5 sentences?
Huh? What?
Oh, sorry. I'm getting off track now. I'm like, what are the 5 senses again?
Okay, no, we're moving on.
Ignore me.
So yeah, he's having a bit of a panic attack, and we find out they're going to a crystal store.
A crystal shop. Okay. They park at the crystal place, okay? And Kim is like, take all the time you need. We can just sit here and wait. When she said that, the minion in the mirror is just fucking dangling there like this. I could not stop. I'm sorry. It was not that funny, but for some reason, I just could not stop fucking laughing. Like, imagine having a panic attack and trying to, like, calm yourself down, and there's some fucking minion in a fucking hula skirt
dancing in front of you.
Dangling in your car like that.
Oh my God.
So fucking stupid.
So,
Oh my gosh.
this place is called the Rock Shop. So fun. It's a big crystal store.
Sure. Do you think they sell any other shocking crystals there? Or shocking rocks?
What?
Oh.
What?
Do you think they're selling any, like,
special
rocks?
My God. I mean, I don't know. The dude working there,
Oh, we gotta talk. Did we get his name?
no, we did not get his name.
Damn it.
But he was a gentleman with a large beard.
And a scholar. He immediately starts. Okay, so they walk into the store, and Michael is like kind of stays toward the front of the store by the exit. Of course, to everyone's shock and surprise, the store's empty. There's no one else in there but them. And this guy starts talking to them about horse crystals and horse crystal powers.
Weird shit. I honestly tuned it out. I had no idea what was going on. I was very confused.
I couldn't make heads or tails of what the fuck he was talking about. Something about horse crystals, and they have horse powers. And I'm like, what the fuck is a horse power? What the fuck is a horse crystal?
Is this for like horse racing?
Is it for horse racing?
Dude.
When he said, and then he said horsepower, and I was like, isn't that like a horsepower like in a car or some shit?
Oh, maybe it's for your car. The crystals are for your car.
Who knows, man?
This is weird.
Okay, do you remember in Napoleon Dynamite with the time machine, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot to put in the crystals."
Kind of, a little bit. Oh my God, throwback.
That's all I can think of. Oh my God. All right.
Michael picks out like a couple stones. He like put them on the counter, and then he like dipped.
Yeah. He bolted out of that damn store. He's like, this is what I want, dropped it off, and ran out to the car. And as he's running out to the car, fucking Kim and her big mouth, I'm proud of you, Michael. And then immediately turns to the clerk and is like, he hasn't been out in 15 years. Bitch!
I'm so sorry, but like, I don't know, man. I'm not as strong a person as Kim. I don't know if I could deal with that. I'm sorry.
No.
Call me an asshole. 15 years.
You're an asshole.
Dude.
The way, though, like, he dipped out of the car, all she could, if, like, it was awkward, she could have just been like, oh, sorry, he's, you know, agoraphobic. This is a really big thing for him. But, like, to shout after him, I'm so proud of you. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I'm never coming back.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Never going back again, bitch.
She could have said nothing and just paid and left.
Right. Oh my God. But the second they get in that store, Kim and that guy just immediately started talking about horse crystals or whatever.
Yeah.
Horse crystal power makeup or bullshit.
Whatever. And Michael's fighting for his life in the corner.
Oh, wow. Really? This horse crystal? Oh my. Wow. It's like, girl, shut up. God.
Month 8.
Jesus.
So now
month 8. Give it up for month 8. They're back at Dr. Now's. So, Michael says that he has been struggling a lot. And so he asked Dr. Now to take an extra month. So, it's been 4 months, okay? His last weigh-in, he was 548, I think.
Yeah, they don't
and
say.
He was 548 the last appointment. And Dr. Now basically told him, you know, you need to lose another 90 pounds. So he needed to be, what's 548 minus 90?
It is 4.
Ooh, come on.
458, 458, 458. Oh, wait, don't. Yeah. Oh my God, it's 458. I feel so stupid.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God, I do feel really fucking stupid. 458.
Duh.
Because he was 548. Oh my God, we're bad at math,
I know.
y'all.
I'm sorry, guys.
So, okay, he needs to be 458, and he weighs in at 512 pounds. He lost 36 pounds in 4 months.
For her.
So, makes a total loss, though, of 97 pounds.
Not good. Yeah, he's like he tells Dr. Now, I'm sorry, it's just getting really hard to lose more weight.
Yeah.
And he asked Dr. Now, he's like, don't you think maybe 100 pounds is good enough? No, it's not.
No. Dr. Now is like, absolutely not. You need to be closer to 150. We got to get this weight off your abdomen, bitch. Damn. And Dr. Now is probably like foaming at the mouth to do the surgery.
I know.
He is like, this is going to be so interesting. And so Dr. Now is like, you know what? I'm going to give you another 4 months to lose 90 pounds. He's like, you need to lose more than 10 pounds a month, homie. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
God.
So now month 10.
Month 10.
So this is
all right.
Interesting.
Interesting.
He says he feels good on his recent progress. He said him and Kim have what?
Yeah, gone out 5 more times.
Oh, yeah, 5 more
in
times
public.
into public places. He's gaining confidence, and today he is going to a martial arts place to.
Honestly, thank God.
Thank God.
Because he said he was doing martial arts for so long, and he would do it like multiple days a week for like 6 to 7 hours a day. Like, this is what he needs. So he walks into this martial arts studio, and it's nighttime. He walks in, and he's just staring at these blurred photos at the front. And one of those blurred photos, I shit you not, looked like Clint Eastwood.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know if it was
weird.
Clint Eastwood or John Wayne, but it was one of them. And here is where we meet another interesting fellow named Grandmaster Rick.
Master Rick. Grandmaster.
Okay. You and I did not really do martial arts, but our dad and our brother did. And I don't ever remember them having any instructor named Grandmaster.
No, I think they just called him like his name. Like,
or
yeah, I don't remember anything.
Was it Master?
It was probably just like
Master so and so. But
I have no idea.
Grandmaster?
Maybe because he's
Girl,
old.
I don't know. Oh, wow, rude. How dare you talk about Rick like that? Damn.
So he says it's been like 20 years since he's done this. Something crazy.
What
is he?
Yeah, it's been 12 years since that he had his son.
That's right.
And then I think a little over 12 since the accident.
So it's been a long time.
It's been because did he say 15 or 20?
20.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's like, it's been a while since I've done this. I just want to get back into it. So he grabs like a punching bag and he starts doing like, the moves, but it's really like, it's almost like kind of like a dance. He's like moving his arms around and stuff.
Oh, he had a lot of the hand movements, like the same. Because when he said, it's been 20 years since I last practiced, and Grandmaster Rick was like, yeah, there's probably still some memory back there. Like, it'll come back to you. And he did remember to bow before stepping onto the mat, which I'm like, that would have been the first thing that left my mind.
Yeah.
Oops.
But he's like doing the punching and stuff. And then he's like, even if he got tired, he went and grabbed a chair to sit down and continued doing the little routine. And then the Grandmaster Rick comes over. He's like, yeah, you're doing like really well. And then he went and like showed off like a crap ton really quick for the camera. And I'm like, all right, sir, this isn't about you. Okay, calm down.
Calm down, Grandmaster. So then Rick does compliment him a couple of times with his techniques. Then Rick has him he pulls out a stopwatch and he starts having him do like different punches and palm like hits.
Yeah.
And after that, Chris, why do I keep wanting to call this guy Christopher? That's not his name. Michael. Gee, where the fuck did that come from? Michael! So Michael then says, martial arts is going to help me find myself again. He said, this was where I gained a lot of confidence back in the day. And he's like, it's really exciting to come back to it. So he said it was extremely cathartic. And then afterwards, Grandmaster Rick gives him a stack of papers and saying, here's your homework. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Studying?
Homework? What? Is it like exercise moves? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's probably moves and stuff.
Who knows? Or is it like a waiver?
Here's your homework. Sign all these papers for your waiver.
God.
So we're now in month 11. We're
Yeah.
back at Dr. Now's office because
Uh-huh.
Michael called him and says, "Hey, I think I'm doing really well. Let me come in early because I think I'm ready." That was
Oop.
a mistake.
That was a big fucking mistake.
Sorry.
Because that was when did he go in? He went in month 8 and he was 5'12".
Mhm.
He was supposed to lose another 90 pounds, okay?
Yeah. He needs to be
And so,
422 pounds.
yeah. All right. That's his goal, was 422 pounds. He weighs in at 474 pounds. He lost 38 pounds in 3 months for a total loss of 135. Immediately, he and Kim start smiling and clapping and are so excited. And he's like, "This is more than I lost last time." And I'm like, 2 pounds more. You lost 36 pounds the last time. So I don't know what they're celebrating here.
Yeah. Not sure.
Not sure what that's all about, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why they're fucking celebrating.
Yeah, like they're smiling and clapping, and he's like, "Oh, that's more than I lost last time." And I'm like, "Bro,
Yeah,
that's 2 pounds more. You still, like, out of 3 months, like the last weigh-in was month 8, now it's month 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you've only lost 38 pounds. That's a little over 10 a month, but I mean, you're supposed to lose 90,
fucking ridiculous.
not 38.
Yeah, he didn't really lose much more.
Ugh.
He's maintaining though. So Dr. Now's like, "Okay, you're at least you're maintaining." So it's not that bad.
Yeah. I guess, because they're like, "Oh, I hope, that's close enough for Dr. Now to hit that 150 goal." And sure enough, I thought for sure Dr. Now would be like, "No," but damn well, Dr. Now was ready to get his hands in that stomach, and he's like, "I want to see all that scar tissue." So Dr. Now says, "You know what? That's close enough to the goal. That's fine. That's close enough to do another endoscopy. Then we're going to fix the hernia and prep for surgery." And it's like, bro, he's going a little soft on this guy, but I also think it's probably because Dr. Now is just like, "I'm gonna get my hands in that stomach, bro."
So they're gonna do the endoscopy, see if they can do the hernia, and the whole plan is to fix the hernia, and then a couple weeks after hernia, see if they can get out the scar tissue, and then do the weight loss surgery for him. Yeah,
because I think Dr. Now, they're gonna do the sleeve over the bypass. I think. Yes. Okay,
Month 12.
Now we are at month 12, and super cute. Michael and his sons have planned a little surprise picnic for Kim. He says, "This is just a little drop in the bucket of things that she's done for me because she's done so much. So let me just pay her back with a little something, something." And it's like, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's very sweet and very thoughtful, but he at least he acknowledges, this is nothing compared to everything she's done for me and the kids. Which I'm like, okay, that's nice. So he and his sons have picked a spot by the lake, and they're gonna have a little picnic for her. He picks her up. She has no idea where they're going. They've got her eyes closed, and when she opens them, she sees this cute little table with like balloons and flowers, a little koala bear, and a whole thing of spring rolls.
It looked
honestly
really good, and it was very cute setup, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. The boys did have headphones in, both boys, which I guess it's fine.
That's the tism for you. They've got a touch of the tism. Very, expected, I guess, for this family.
It's fine. Yeah.
Sorry if that's mean, but whatever. So after, they're hanging out, then they go to take a little stroll around the lake together. Michael says, he's almost ready for the hernia surgery. He just needs to lose another 30 pounds. So the surgery is scheduled for 3 months, and he is very excited about it. And that's about it. That's the end of the episode. Kim does say, we should go for walks around this lake more, get him outside more. And it's like, oh, that's so nice.
He has hope again.
That's the end of the episode.
The end.
Oh, There is hope.
Is hope.
Good for him. He's got hope. There's hope again. You know, he's found hope in his life.
So
good for him.
That was Michael's episode, and we will be doing on Patreon
Michael's
on
story.
Wednesday. We will have his Where Are They Now up then. Me too.
So excited. I haven't looked up anything on this. I haven't seen his episode, so I'm very excited to see what happens. Have not been spoiled on this one yet. I hope it's a positive one, but you never know. So guys, next week we will not be here. We are going to be on a family vacation. So you won't hear from us. And then the next time you guys will hear from us is not next Monday, but the following Monday. We will be doing, oh my gosh, sorry, my iPad just
was it Eric or
froze.
Isaac or that sounds correct, something like that. Lucas, sorry.
Lucas.
Excuse me.
Lucas. Close enough, you know. So, not next week, but the following week, May 26th on Memorial Day, we will be doing my 600-Pound Life Season 10, Episode 9. But this Wednesday, the 14th, we will be doing on our Patreon, Where Are They Now? Season 10, Episode, I don't know, 4 or 5. Michael!
Stay tuned.
Michael! Stay tuned, guys. Patreon is in the show notes below, so get ready. And we will see you guys then, not next week. We're on vacation. We will also not have any access to internet, social media, so
sorry.
You know, we'll be silent for a week. But then on the 26th, we will have our episode of Lucas out, guys. And then also in June, we have some really fun things planned. Unfortunately, most of it is going to be for Patreon, though. So if you guys want to check it out, please check out our Patreon. Okay, guys? Thank y'all.
So have a good week, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll catch you not next week, but the week after. All right, bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of My 600-Pound Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at My 600-Pound Pod or Facebook on My 600-Pound Podcast discussion group. And don't forget to leave us a review on Apple and Spotify.